The Conversation Motivational Hour with your host, Minister Seon Rodney. The Conversation. Thank you for watching the Conversation Motivational Hour. We love you and cannot wait to see you in person. The Conversation Motivational Hour with your host, Minister Seon Rodney. The Conversation. Thank you for watching the Conversation Motivational Hour. We love you and cannot wait to see you in person.
This program is being sponsored by Conversational Merchandise Cravings. Visit us at conversationalmerchandisecravings.com. Purchase your cups, mugs, hats, hoodies, and much more. Conversationalmerchandisecravings.com.
My only competition is yesterday. I'm focused on the mission, no time to play. Cause my whole entire family depending on me to do my part, to pull my weight. I hear these voices calling, calling the money, they calling the valley, they calling me. Sometimes I feel I'm falling, falling, Father, I'm falling. Cover me. Some wish I would turn back, some wish I would fade away, some wish I would give up, let me tell them I'm a fighter, they can't take my crown. Tell them I'm a fighter, they can't break I down. Never too late, not too late to come back stronger, not too late to make a way, not too late to turn this around. Trust me, tell them I'm a fighter, they can't take my crown. Tell them I'm a fighter, they can't break I down. Never too late. Focus, focus, focus. Man of his stay focus, focus, focus. God bless me with purpose, purpose, purpose. God bless me with purpose, purpose. What me say? Never too late. Not too late to squash that beef. Not too late to end our war. Not too late to go back to school. Not too late to try some more. Not too late to be the father I never knew. I know if I work harder, I must get through. I hear these voices calling, calling the money, they calling the valley, they calling me. Sometimes I feel I'm falling, falling, Father, I'm falling. Cover me. Some wish I would turn back, some wish I would fade away, some wish I would give up, let me tell them I'm a fighter, they can't take my crown. Tell them I'm a fighter, they can't break I down. Never too late, not too late to come back stronger, not too late to make a way, not too late to turn this around. Trust me, tell them I'm a fighter, they can't take my crown. Tell them I'm a fighter, they can't break I down. Never too late. Focus, focus, focus. Man of his stay focus, focus, focus. God bless me with purpose, purpose, purpose. God bless me with purpose, purpose.
Yes, 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 yes.
Never too late, never too late, never too late.
Yes, welcome Tribe Community and Village. You're on to the Conversation Motivational Hour. You're rolling it and kicking it with your boy, SGGR.
Just pick yourself up and go again. It's not over, push your pain and go again.
Yeah, welcome Tribe Community and Village. You're kicking it to the boy, SGGR, Seon Rodney. Yes, it's lit, it's epic, it's dope, it's going down in the studio.
Go again. I hear these voices calling.
Yes, the gentleman SGGR, Seon Rodney, working in tandem tonight. Working hands in glove tonight. Yeah, we're gonna be in sync. We're gonna be in sync. We're gonna be in sync. We are the bros at. We are the bros at. We are the Gen Zs. We are the baby boomers. We are the less fortunate. We are the undervalued, the marginalized. We those that suffer from low self-esteem. Where are you at? Those are in the gutters and in the trenches. Where are you at? We are the rejections. We are the rejected one. We are the rejected one. We are the lonely ones. Where are you at? Where are the misfits at? Where are the misfits at?
Never too late.
We are the broken. We are the broken. We are the brokens. Where are you at?
My only competition.
I want to salute you tonight. I want to salute you tonight. We are the downtrodden. We are the downtrodden.
I'm focused on the mission. No time to play. Cause my whole entire family depending on me to do my part, to pull my weight. I hear these voices calling the money.
We are the less fortunate. We are the less fortunate.
Calling the holiday, calling me. Sometimes I
we are those who want to quit. We are those who want to quit. Where are the quitters at?
feel I'm falling, Father, I'm falling.
We are those who are suffering from a meltdown. Where you are? Those suffering from a meltdown. Where you at?
Some wish I would turn back, some wish I would fade out.
Yes, you're gonna be hands in glove. You're gonna be hands in glove. You're gonna be hands in gloves. Yes, you're gonna go around Barbies, Caribbean country, Caribbean islands, South America, North America, Latin America, Central America, North of Asia, and Africa.
Tell them man a fighter, they can take my crown. Tell them
Yeah, we're working in tandem tonight.
a fighter, they can break I down. Never too late, not too late to come back stronger.
There is the connection with synergy and energy. Yeah.
Not too late to turn this around, trust me. Tell them
Tonight you're not gonna be entertained. Tonight we're gonna proclaim.
fighter, they can take my crown. Tell
You're
them
gonna be some proclamation hour.
man a fighter, they
It's no other than your boy, yes, GGR, your bro, yeah, your bro, your G, yeah, your boy, SGGR,
never too late. Focus,
your colleague, SGGR,
focus. Man a fi stay focused.
your friend, SGGR,
Focus. God bless me with
your brother, your mentor.
purpose. God bless me with purpose. What me say? Never too late.
We're gonna proclaim. Aye.
Not too late to end our war. Not too late to go back to school. Not too late to try some more. Not too late to be the father I never knew.
Where you at? Don't touch the dial. Don't touch the dial. Ah.
If I work harder, I must get through. I hear these voices.
Coming to you on behalf of the Conversation Motivation, our Conversation Motivational Daytime, Conversation Motivational Sip and Chat, Conversation Motivational Zero to Hero, Lottie Becky Spraga,
Is calling the money.
Conversation Small Business Community, Conversation Merchandise Craving. Our merch is lit, our merch is deep, our merch is ready to go. Go to Conversation Merchandise Craving and order your Palma Familias. Conversation, oh yes, Together We Rise Ministry about to cut our ribbon in Easter weekend in the Maiconi region, Catching Maiconi. All road leads to Together We Rise Conversation Ministry. We about to cut our ribbons. Hey.
Calling the holiday, calling me. Sometimes I feel I'm falling.
So start working on your outfit, start working on your dance, start working on your right to get to Together We Rise Ministry, the Micah. Oh yes, region, Together We Rise Ministry. We're cutting ribbon of what you ever since. We're going down in the Easter weekend.
Father, I'm falling.
Shout out to Apostle J.D. Prasad alongside your chule.
Some wish I would turn back, some wish I would fade away.
Easter when we launch, Easter weekend we launch, Easter weekend we launch and cutting the ribbon. Up Together We Rise Ministry in Maiconi region. Catherine Maiconi is coming down. It's gonna be lit. Ever since I want to let you know it's for the community. It's gonna be, oh yes, you can come to get your birthday, you can come to get your anniversary, you can come to have your funeral and so forth and stuff like it's for the community.
Tell them man a fighter, they can take my crown. Tell them man
So put it on you to do for Easter weekend.
a fighter, they can
Get your outfit, get your dan, get your smile, get your laugh, get your dancing shoes.
break I down. Never too late, not too late to come back stronger.
Yes, welcome to the tribe, the community, and the village of the August body. The conversation, the one-stop place to be all evolving and matriculating. Is the solving problem? Oh yes, platform. SCJ, what problem are you solving? Yes, of the meltdown of the less fortunate. Oh, those who are thrown to the wolf, those who are thrown in the lion's den, those who are thrown in the fiery furnace. Oh yes, this is a place where you lost your momentum, you lost your sin, you lost your energy, and you lost your rhythm, and you lost. Oh yes, your taste is a place again, your sweet spot back. We are solving problems there. This is the construction crew. This is construction crew. This is the trusted place. This is the trusted place. Give to another opportunity, 0 to Hero TV. I just want to let you know tonight I'm wearing the first familiar of 0 to Hero TV.
Purpose. God bless me with purpose. What me say? Never too late.
Where you at? This is Caribbean, Caribbean country, Caribbean island, South America, North America, Latin America, Central America, continent of Asia and Africa.
Pick yourself up and go again. It's not over.
Shout out to the leaders and donors and covenant partners and friends and all of this August body, our audience supporters from day one and those who are coming on as we continue to evolve and we continue to matriculate. I want to tell you the conversation, our mantra is value. Whether in the penthouse under the bridge, we value have money, no money in the back, we value our status or no status. Oh yes, job or no job, we value any gifted without opportunity, we value you. Oh yes, it's the place to be that you call the trusted place.
And go again, wretched, go again. I hear these voices calling the calling me. Sometimes I feel.
An information that meet my desk this evening is a young lady that is missing. She's 13 years old. She left her cell phone behind. No one have any contact or information about her. Oh yes, but let's continue to keep her in our prayers. God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above we can ask, think, or even imagine. And early in the week, there's not information that meet my desk. There's a young lady about to go to college and she is suffering from mild depression because she was raped by her stepfather. And when she go to her mother to tell her mother she's raped by a stepfather, the mother keep telling her do not wear the night dress that she always been raped by, that she was raped and molested by her stepfather. The mother more concerned about the nightgown but do nothing to the stepfather. And she about to go to college and she is just going through mild depression. Keep her also in your prayers.
Shall we turn back? Some we shall we fade away. Some we shall we give up, partner. Let me tell them man a fighter.
The mother is more interested. I never see something like this in the nightwear than the activity of being molested by her young man.
I never too late. My only competition is yesterday. I'm focused on the mission, no time to play, cause my whole entire family depending on me.
Yes, you want to the trusted platform, the Conversation Motivational Hour.
Do my part to put my
Roll with us, Seon Rodney this afternoon. Not too long distant past. I want to let you tell you what's a book signing of Floor.
I hear these voices
What made one of our debut on our platform a couple months ago.
calling the money, calling the
And many more to come. We're going to do bigger and greater things together as I will make some spotlights of our book tonight along the program tonight. And there's another book in the further way to stress. I will deal with some spots of it tomorrow snippets.
calling me. Sometimes I feel I'm falling, but I'm falling.
Believe in bigger, believe in bigger, believe in bigger.
Some we shall we turn back, some we shall we fade out.
And while we were having a little chit chat this afternoon, we were just merging together, taking action, believing bigger. Hey, what's a synergy?
Some we shall we give up, partner. Let me tell them man off.
That's our theme for 2024 is taking action.
They can take my crown. Tell them
Taking your peace back, take your cognitive back.
man a fighter. They can break
Taking your joy,
down. Never too late.
gaining back your momentum,
Not too late to
finding your sweet spot.
stronger. Not
Stella getting her groove back.
make
Find things on your to-do list. Looking for problems to solve. We are taking action. I don't want to meet you where I don't want to leave you where I meet you. Happy birthday to all those celebrating birthday. Happy anniversary to all who celebrate an anniversary. Congratulations, you purchase a new home. Oh yes, a new car, increase in salary, promotion on your job. Bring a bundle of joy into this world. Our sympathy and empathy go to those that love a loved one in this time of bereavement. Yahweh give you strength and comfort. Oh yes, my dad has just lost his mother-in-law today. Oh, we pray the strength on behalf of my dad, my father, Quincy Adolphus Gomes, and in the loss of his mother-in-law. Pray for the strength of God upon the family, which is the Carter family. All the way in Connecticut. We are praying the strength and be a part of all the mourners that lost. We are part of your mourners, friends. We are praying for your courage. You're praying for God will meet every need. Not forgetting those are sick, those are going through disease and discomfort in their body. Those right now are sitting with a triage nurse. Those are lying in the ICCU. In the emergency room, preparing for a procedure to be done. And as custom practice, many churches are going through this is the month of fasting and praying.
I never knew. I know if I work harder, I must get through. I hear these voices.
We don't want to meet you right where we left you. We're praying it's going to be a time of miracle, a time of praying and fasting.
Sometimes I feel I'm falling.
It is taking action, it's taking action. Remember, we promised, and I promise, I don't know what month it's going to be, a month of testimony where people will come and testify of the taking action, what it has done for them. And I preempt along every program, the taking action testimony going to be someone never had a bank account, but because you're tuning to the platform, something I have posted in taking action, and it propels you to move from not having a bank account to have a bank account, not having a passport to have a passport, not praying to start praying, not fasting to start fasting, not being in a place, an institution of worship called church, but you find a place to call your church home, not being an institution, a place of learning, but you enroll and you enlist to be an institution of learning. You're not being employed as a place to call work. Oh yes, it's gonna be late. I'm preparing. I don't know what month it's gonna be. I don't have it to take off yet, but I'm gonna tell you, I cannot wait. Because I have my testimony waiting. My testimony already was way back from December. I can't wait for the Take Action Month testimony. Prepare your testimony.
Take my drum. Tell them man a fighter. Take a break, hide out. Never too late. Not too late to come back stronger. Not too late to make a way.
I'm not gonna meet you right where I left you.
Not too late to turn this.
We're gonna talk a few minutes and not meeting you where I left you tonight, but we're gonna open up with Floor book tonight that I went to the book signing and so forth and such like. I'm gonna give you a few paragraphs and then we're gonna get into Taking Action 2024. I don't want to meet you where I left you is our topic tonight. It's chaplain SGGR Seon Gregory Gomes Rodney, his mentor SGGR Seon Gregory Gomes Rodney, your entrepreneur, your pastor, your minister, your brother, your friend, your colleague, your comrade. Cognizant, I'm not for everyone, but those I'm for tonight, we're going to motivate, we're going to inspire. We're going to have the dialogue. We're going to be kicking with each other. We're going to talk tonight. We're going to converse. We're going to conversate. We're going to be talking, man. Text a friend, tell a friend that you come, let's chop it up at SGGR tonight. Let's chop it up at SGGR. We're going to be chopping it up tonight. I don't want to meet you. I don't want to meet you where I left you, man.
It's not over. And go again, wretched, go again. I hear these voices.
I don't want to meet you where I left you. Welcome, welcome, Cleveland Harlequin, Minister Cleveland Harlequin, DJ Cleveland Harlequin. I want to salute this young man before I get into what I want to get into tonight. From the onset of the conversation, Minister Cleveland was one of the ardent supporter of DJ Sound System, mature mixer, and continue to support from day one. And I want to salute you, my brother, my friend, my colleague, and to all that you have done encouraging me, running some game on me. I just want to thank you tonight. Shanette Nelson, Carrington, I want to thank you tonight. Pam Ford, I want to thank you tonight. Tonight, I just want us to talk. I don't want to meet you where I left you tonight. And I went into a book signing tonight from one of my colleagues and one of my friends. We're going to do big and greater things leading up to 2026. I tell her already, being a part of the movie. Well, I don't know what role she's going to play for 2026 in the Zero to Hero TV. Oh, yes, I just want to thank her, and she's going to be one part of the cast as we continue to work together. And, it takes a lot for me to drive an hour just to spend 20 minutes. But when somebody means something to you, not only you want to receive, but you want to give. Because I believe in the reciprocal nature of relationship. And I believe things have to be done actionally than being verbally. It's easily to verbalize things, but it's hard to actualize things. And sometimes actions speak louder than words. But tonight, Arthur Floor, oh yes, wrote a book of believing bigger. And when I did the caption, I did it in her presence. I didn't did it in her absence. After we had our Kodak moment, our photograph moment, and so on. And we spoke for a brief chit chat. And I said the theme for 2024 is taking action. So she put the caption, we're taking action, believing bigger. And we formed that synergy. So you can go and like the post on Facebook. But also this is the book that she has out. And today was the great and awesome book signing with something unique of that nature. And I want to give you a few paragraphs, then we're going to get into our thing, because I endorse this book. Because I know Flo for a very long time. As I said, we're going to be working together on some bigger and greater things. You will see to come. 2024 is the year of taking action, and we're going to be taking action to do some great, great things. And he's an author. She is a songwriter, she is an actor, and all of the like. She changes lanes quite often. She's a worship leader. She was mentor to the young ladies and all of the like. She does flyers, she does snippets of videos, and all of these likes. And she's a great woman of God, and she's a mother and all to go with. So I drove 1 hour to be 20 minutes with this woman of God. When I asked her to come on our platform to make her debut, she said yes with fingers and toes, with a joyous facial expression and such like. And because of that, I can only want to take what I had to give. And one of our the indent of our first paragraph came from Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1, and it says, life much like nature, it is a symphony of sessions orchestrated by the character's hand, just as the world around us transition from vibrant host to spring in the warmth of summer, from a gentle embrace of autumn to the contemplative stillness of winter. So she's drawing nature and the analogy to the reality of life. So it's a must read, it's a must have. I read a few paragraphs already. It is signed by her, and I want you to see it is endorsed because my physical presence of your behalf was there. And I want to tell you, it's an awesome book. I love what I've read for the first, and I want to tell you, you can go on Amazon and all the different and order your book, Believing Bigger. Tomorrow night I'm gonna feature 40 Stress or something like that from Dr. Nelson. Tomorrow night I'm gonna feature that book. Also, I had a good read. I only read I think like 4 paragraphs thus far because of my busy schedule. But nevertheless, tonight I want us to talk. I want us to chop it up tonight. I don't want to meet you where I left you. If you're waiting time to gather your pen to your paper, stylus to your phone, your laptop, your Kindle, your MacBook, whatever you want for note taking, it's very much important. I want to shout out to the company that did the first Palm of Familiar Zero to Hero TV. I'm wearing the first hat and the first T-shirt to tonight. I like tonight's program, and there will be more to come on this nature of the conversation zero to hero Palmer Familiars. But the rest of the conversation merchandise craving, go to the conversation merchandise craving page, and you're gonna see Lord More. You press on Lord More, you're gonna see the Palmer Familiars that are there, and whatever you like to purchase, you can go and do such, and it will be shipped to you, and so on and so forth. While I work out the rest of the Palmer Familiars for the Zero to Hero TV. But I want to say thanks to the company that did what they need to do to make me looking so dashing tonight, looking so great tonight, and you can do such as I continue to evolve and to advance this platform so we can able to get where we need to get. But tonight I want us to chop it up. I want us to talk tonight. I want us to have this dialogue tonight. I want us to reason tonight. I want to meet you in every sphere of understanding tonight. I want to vibe with you tonight. And before I get into tonight, I want to thank you for allowing me to come into your personal space, wherever that is, your bedroom, your living room, wherever you are right now, in your jacuzzi, on your lazy boy chair, wherever you are in your futon, wherever you're on your porch, your veranda, your landing, your bridge, your driveway, walking in your cul-de-sac, walking along the shoreway, whatever you are doing right now, you are the penny man, you're having a pedicure, manicure done, and you tune in. You're right now having a hairdo, you and so forth. Have me on speaker while you're having a great massage. Whatever you're doing, but bring me into your personal space tonight. I am so grateful. You put on pause your mentor to allow me to mentor you. You put your BFF on pause to let me be your best friend for this hour tonight. I am so grateful. I am so thankful that you put your pastor on pause that I can pastor you for this couple seconds. I am so grateful tonight to meet you wherever you are right now, even in the corner, in the nursing home, or in the long-term care facility, probably in jail and prison right now, but in a corner listening to me. I am forever grateful for what you are about to do. Bring me into your personal space so we can just gel with each other. We can chop it up with each other. We can just talk tonight. I live for you while you live for me. You tell me your problem and I address your problem. I tell you my problem, you address my problem. And I believe that my value want to grow astronomically, and you can help me to grow in my value, that I can receive more dividend. And that only comes by solving problem. I don't want to avoid any problem, but I want to attack the problem frontally. I was studying this whole week to do a presentation at SOHP Sancta was present on Thursday night via prayer line, and this thing just left something in my spirit that I will use for a very long time about your value. So tonight I want to make the second pitch of that continuation so we can talk tonight, that you cannot avoid problems and expect your value to go up. You will not be known by what you avoid. You will not be known by what you avoid. You will be known by what you confront. Your confrontation will make you known. Your confrontation will make your value go up. Your confrontation will bring the worth that you need. Your confrontation will bring the worth that you desire. No one's look on anyone that avoids problem, avoid situation, and avoid solving problems. You confront your situation, you confront your problem, you confront your circumstances. Therefore, in such a construct, your value will go up. While you avoid, you will not be known. You will ask, why am I always looked over? Why am I always passed by? Because you are not known, because you avoid every situation and you avoid every circumstances. Case in point number 2, you are irrelevant in trying to solve what does not exist. We are at the second point. You're trying to solve a problem in its irrelevance that does not exist in the present. Meaning that you're solving problems of the past tactic. You're solving problems of the past strategy. That it does not bring potency in the present. So therefore, on that note, and in that construct, you actually solving something that does not exist. So this brings me to the third point, that you have to be relevant. And being relevant, point number 4, will not be taken by all and sundry. Because while you're trying to solve a problem in the relevance, it may seem that you are confrontational. While you're trying in solving your problems or being a problem solver, you will be misunderstood. We are talking tonight. We're chopping it up tonight with your boy SGGR. So on that premise tonight, I want your value to go up astronomically. I want you to find your worth over what you thought you were worthless. I want to find your joy when you were thought you were joyless. I want you to find your romanticism. Get in your groove tonight when you thought you had no romance to give. I want you to find your sweet spot when you thought you don't know where your sweet spot is. I want you to come to an alignment with your purpose tonight. When you thought you don't know what your purpose is. On that premise tonight, we're going to leave with a memorandum of an understanding that we all are born to solve problems. We are born to solve problems in our own uniqueness. Not being the problem, but being the solution to the problem that arises. For a problem will arise individually. Problems will arise collectively. In the journey of life, we cannot escape problems. Whether you like it or not, you and I cannot escape problems. Problem will arise whether you're rich or you're poor. Problem will arise whether you're fat or you're fine. Problem will arise you're tall or you're short. Problem will arise you have a keg or six-pack. Problems will arise whether you're cute or you're ugly. Problem will arise despite your hair long or short. Problem will arise you have your own teeth or false teeth. Problem will arise you have your own hair or you buy wig. Problem will arise. You will not escape problem in this life. Whether you're financially stable or not, problem is a commonality that we will face. On that note, Jesus faces problem. But the problem that Jesus faces, he did not avoid the problem. He confronted the problem, and that caused the value of Jesus to grow up in the humanity of himself being Jesus. The spiritualness of Jesus is the Christ, meaning the anointed one in all of his anointing. But being the earthy, being the second Adam, he had to deal with problems and with a choice, avoiding or confronting. For it's the value to go up and to be potent, to have his thumb on the scale, to have his fingers on the pulse. I'm taking my time for you to understand because we are vibing tonight. For his value to go up as the Son of God, he could not have avoided problems. So the first problem came, he was there hanging out at this wedding. People may ask, why did Jesus, the Son of God, went to a wedding that had all kind of alcohol? I'm glad you asked the question. It deems not to be an atmosphere for the Son of Man. Merlot, Chardonnay, Sauvignon Blanc, Hennessy Black, Hennessy White, Cardon Blue, White Hennessy, 1800 Agave Silver, you understand saying? Sake, and all the likes. Patron. You understand saying? How did Jesus, the Son of Man, went into a wedding with all the spirits present? But this in an atmosphere where a problem will arise. While sometimes we are confronting and avoiding, sorry, I shouldn't use the word confronting, I take that back. We are avoiding where our value is needed. So those are asking, why Jesus go as the Son of Man to a wedding with alcoholic? The presence of alcohol. He should really wait to go to church where there is a texture band, this great worship leader, there's a great word and so forth, and the synagogue and the Sanhedrins and all of that. Jesus went into a place. You understand? They're whining down to the ground, broke off your back, and they're doing all the, the magnitude, the Carcaré, the Santa Barbara, they're doing the electric side, the plants. Jesus guy into where I tell you the lights flickering, and Jesus guy in there, bro. Jesus could have made that choice to avoid the presence where is that's not in keeping with its value. But Jesus' value want to go astronomically because he is 100% man. And he cannot escape a dilemma that's about to happen or a problem that will about to take place. So while Jesus was there, I ain't said Jesus drink the wine that ran out. I ain't said Jesus danced to the dance that was going on. But his presence, physical presence was there. All right? And here comes the problem and the dilemma. The wine run out. The alcohol done. The beer done. You understand what I'm saying? Bags done. Red Stripe done. Heineken done. Corona done. The elites and everybody's rolling up in there. You understand? Nothing to drink of the taking for the pallets. What an embarrassing it can be, more people than food and drinks. Imagine we're going to be the talk of the next day. It's a problem. But in that controversial environment, which we say controversial because life is always full of controversy. Because people sometimes want to dictate where you should be and where you should not be, not knowing that you should be where you should not be sometimes to solve problems. Jesus will be controversial because some may say he should not have been in that environment. But that is an environment where Jesus is making his first debut of miracle. Check it. Where did Jesus perform his first miracle? So the problem arises there's no wine, everything ran out. And Jesus was trying to avoid the problem. While he is trying in his avoidance, there is a demand for confrontation. So I'm speaking to you tonight while you're avoiding your meltdown and refuse to address and confront what causing you that meltdown at that juncture. What is causing you that you fail to confront that situation and circumstances that is causing you that stress. So Jesus had to confront while he had wanted to avoid. And while you're trying to avoid longer, you will be in that stressful situation. What about being in that domestic violence relationship? Covering those marks and those bruises with makeup. Covering those genuine smiles you should have with plastic smile. covering your authentic voice with the voice of another, because you're avoiding confronting your abuser, sitting in that place where you are raped, sexually abused verbally, abused emotionally, in that abusive environment that you are abused multiple times. For multiplicity of purposes, you are abused and you're enamored by that pain of the abuser unaddressed. And you avoid confronting that situation. And you're losing your value even as we speak. You are going through trauma. Speaking to you, just passed a sign that said trauma center about an hour ago, heading to floor book signing. It is causing you so much. You're avoiding confronting your abuser. Trauma has enamored your life and feel that it's your portion. And because of avoiding that situation and that circumstances, now you are diagnosed as a full-blown stress person beyond repair. You're afraid to address that situation, that now you are diagnosed where now you're full-blown diabetic. Your pancreas is refusing to produce insulin. You are at a place where you don't want to confront your situation, that your body is releasing epiphorine, where you're wetting on yourself. You think you're urinating yourself, it's not urine, because it's not smelling. You're not smelling that uric acid to say, well, you urinate on yourself, but you're wetting yourself. It's epiphorine. Your body's releasing that substance because of the level of your stress. Because you're avoiding the situation that you should confront. And you're losing your value. It's only one you. If you are not good for you, I want to talk to your real estate tonight, which is your soul, your precious commodity. As you give me your real estate tonight, you give me your soul. I want to shift from a casual thinker to critical thinking tonight. That you need to confront your situation. That you can begin to take action in confronting your situation. That deems you on that premise. I want you to hear the words that is coming out of my mouth tonight as I try to be a problem solver, that my value will go up. Many of the sicknesses that riddle our minds and body and soul, which is our whim, is because sometimes of the avoidance instead of a confrontation. Speak to the only, there is one you. If you are not good for you, you cannot good for anyone else. And there is always someone is depending upon you. There is someone have a form of dependency upon you. So on that premise, you need to take care of you being your real estate, being your soul. That you can offer what from the onset that God has intended for you to offer. That you confront, that your value will go up. How do I understand that? God said to Jeremiah, Jeremiah, I know there are going to be many situations, there are going to be many circumstances will arise that deems you to be a weeping prophet. Though you're going to prophesy, though you're going to walk in the prophetic, though you're going to speak to things in people's lives and they will come to pass, they will accomplish based upon the word that you speak. But Jeremiah, to you individually, there are many days going to deem to be crying days, weeping days, though you walk in the prophetic. But though Jeremiah, you are a prophet unto the nation, so your value still will go up, though you will have many problems that deems you to cry. You're solving problems in the lives of the nation, in the lives of your people, and they receive your prophetic utterances. But Jeremiah, you have to still take care of your cognitive. You have to take care of your real estate. You have to take care of your soul. You have to take care of your staying power. You have to take care of your analytical skill. You have to take care of your mind. It's only one you, Jeremiah. So I am taking the first leap towards you, Jeremiah. That I want you to understand I am with you through it all. So I'm saying to you that you solve problems in confronting than avoiding. So Jesus, back to where we had forming synergy here, tried to confront, inside confronting the avoid. Man, look, woman, this time it come yet for me turn the water into wine. You understand? Woman, you see them people at Alizé, you see the other said Heineken, Corona, Red Stripe, they get Beck's beer. You understand? They have Hennessy White, they get Sauvignon Blanc, they get Mad Dog, you know, they get Johnny Walker, they get the cognac, and they get it all, the red label. You see chest the air gonna grow in people's chest here, man. I'm telling you, they get big man drink, I tell you, they get it here, Jesus, they cut the sake, you understand? They get the X-rated here, Jesus. You understand? They get the jello shots here, yo. Me time you do no miracle here. You want to avoid it. But it's the time you have to confront the problems in situation you don't want to. And his mother says, whatever he say to you, do it. Because you have to confront your problem for your value to go up. In an unfavorable situation, in an unfavorable circumstances, seems not favorable because of your value that is on your life. And Jesus analyzed his situation, it analyzed his environment, and it was understood it wasn't conducive for a miracle. But his mother knew the powers that be, that this is the hour that my son's value should emerge. So son, you're not going to avoid this here, man. Because this is the place to get the councilman here. You have the president, you have the senator. You understand? You have the attorney general. You understand? You get the police, you get the thief. You get everybody here. You may not have this gathering again. This is the time for show out and show down. You understand? You get the drunk, you get the scene here. You get the DJs, you get everybody here. This is the time. You can't avoid this, Jesus. My son, you cannot avoid, no matter who's going to critique you, no matter who's going to pull you down, that you should not have been there. It will be a deterrence. But your value will go up. So Jesus had no choice that he confronted the situation and he said, gather all the water pot. And his value went up. That it was documented that Jesus' first miracle that went down into the annals of his story, that he turns water into wine. When all the favorables went out and the unfavorable stepped in, because he confronted the situation, the taste buds came alive and said the best was left for last. Jesus' value went up from that very moment. Let's move to Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. It was an unfavorable situation where you have the king with the powers that be. And the power there is, imagine you are in a situation that if you follow the masses, you will be promoted. You follow the masses, you will have money in the bank. You follow the masses, you will have the dream house that you always long for. And everything will be nice. But you're losing your value. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, this is a problem that arises, and they were in the choice seat. Would I follow the masses and avoid this situation than rather follow the unfavorable and have an astronomical value, even in the environment wasn't deemed for that? Because everyone else is bowing. When I look around all those I know that is bowing, what about to look, everyone is having what you need, but you is not getting what you need because of the stand that you took? It's not a stand that is favorable, that anyone would really sometimes who do not have cojones, who do not have the testicular fortitude to stand in such a time of dilemma or tragic situation. But Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego did not avoid confronting the king. And in that confrontation, we will not bow down. Our God will deliver us. And because they did not bow, who really knows Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? They have their name changed on that juncture. Sometimes you stand, you get named like you're a bastard. You get so many names that you're a renegade. You stood for what you need to stand for. You had names and all kind of names you will have, because they will take away even your government name from you. They will take away your name of potency. They may say you're a rogue element. They may call you rogue and all these kinds of stuff. So Mishael, Azariah, and I can't remember the other name for the three boys, which we know as Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego is not their government name. That's the name that was imposed upon them because they chose a confrontation that wasn't keeping with the norm and the status quo. That they should have bowed down at Mishael, Azariah. I never always remember the other one name, which is government name. So in that construct and vein, they were deemed now Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And because they stand in confrontation and stood in the unfavorable situation, it was documented with both names. But for keeping in terms of being potent, thumb on the scale, the fingers on the pulse, is better to be known by what they were called to be authentic in that situation. So therefore, it's Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego trumps Mishael and Azariah. But in the reality, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego is not their name. But the name is what they be known by with the confrontation, because the story have to be potent in what it had to be had and how it had to be told. Okay? But Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego value went up astronomical that it been documented down in the annals of history. Daniel was placed in a dilemma where he could have avoided the situation, and like anyone else, in succumbing and go to a shellacking mode in what he was always courageous about and what is we deem as prayer. He always brings success to the game. He always was successful in anything that he done, anywhere that he go, and brings value. And everyone want to know why Daniel stood out among anyone else. And Daniel let everyone know What caused him to be successful in running some game? And then, man, my game is prayer, man. I put skin in the game of prayer. So a situation was created, or a problem was created, where a dilemma was placed in front of Daniel. And Daniel had a choice to make. Am I going to bow down to the king? Am I going to shellac my responsibility of praying to the King of Kings? Because the King of Kings did not avoid the problem of going to the cross. You see, everybody else went to the cross. Oh yes, or they died, but they stay in the tomb. But my King of Kings, he went to the tomb and he came back. He confronted death. So I'm going to stand with the one that confronts his problem and his situation. Can I have a clap here tonight? Can I have an applaud here tonight? That's why I will stand beyond any fear of successful contradiction, that I'm standing frontally, resilient, with cojones, with the testicular fortitude, with all the capacity building for the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, because he didn't avoid the cross. He didn't avoid confronting death so that I may live. Anyone else there is still in the tomb, which we all will face the commonality, the sting of death, which one day I will face. Whether someone conspire to take me out, I will face death. Whether by natural cause, I will face death. But I know I will only appear before him on that great day. But he came back from the dead. So therefore, without fear of successful contradiction, I will stand for my value to go with the one who confront death. On that disclaimer, that's why I'm a Christian. On that disclaimer, that's why I'm Pentecostal, a part of Pentecostalism movement. On that disclaimer, that's why I proclaim and do not entertain. Because I'm standing with one who grew astronomical in value as he rose in what we call the uniqueness of the resurrected power, that who did not avoid the death of giving his life when he said it's finished, but he confronted death. So tonight, your value go up when you confront versus while you avoid. In avoidance, no one knows you. Martin Luther King, many times he was told to avoid, but he confront. That today we have a resemblance, not in all totality, of not being judged by the color of our skin, not in the totality, but there is progression in nature. Not by the color of our skin, by the content of our character. SGTI not will be judged by the color of his skin, but by the content of his character, because he confronted and did not avoid. I'm here to present to you tonight in no other simple terms, in the humanity as I am tonight, presenting to you that you cannot avoid your situation in the sting of evil. Those are going to the witch doctors. Those are going to necromancy. Those are going to the graveyard. Those are going to the witch and the wizards. Those are loaded their gun all to take you out. Those already have the arrow set. Those already in jealousy. Those already in envy. Those already in strife. Those are conspiring in the dark room against you, because you are confronting that situation for the astronomical value of your life. Grow up. Tonight, no weapon that form against you shall prosper. Every tongue that rise against you, every form of judgment, the same shall be condemned, because tonight you were called with the responsibility to confront, to speak to the mountain of confrontation that arise in your life. You're going to speak to cancer tonight. You're going to confront with your audible voice tonight. You're going to speak to diabetes tonight. You're going to speak to lupus tonight. You're going to speak, oh yes, to glaucoma. You're going to speak to irregular menstrual cycle. Come on. You're going to speak to all those miscarriages tonight. You're going to speak to rejection tonight. You're going to speak to loneliness tonight. We are confronting issues. We are confronting problems tonight. We are confronting loneliness tonight. We're going to confront avoidance tonight. You're going to speak with your audible voice, and heaven going to respond, because you're not going to avoid, but you're going to speak, because God made you a speaking spirit to confront the odds that rise against you. I give to you tonight a plethora of examples. Once again, I give you a plethora of examples, starting of when you avoid, means when you confront. Tonight you are called to confront every situation. You are called to confront every circumstances in your life. That your value will go. You know your value, don't chase money. Money is going to chase you. When you know your value, don't chase crowd. Crowd is going to chase you. When you know your value, you don't have to call anybody to spotlight you. They're going to spotlight you. When you know your value, you don't have to call people. They're going to call you, because you are a problem solver. And when you start solving your problems, you are deemed as a demand upon your life. When I get to floor this afternoon, the first thing I pull out is my phone, and I present to her the text that says, I'm inviting you personally, and you must be there. I didn't call and say, I want to come. I'm using a plethora of scenarios and examples for you to understand that you are at a place in your avoidance, you're losing your value. That's why you're going through pain. That's why you have many nights and many days of troubles. That's why you have many nights and many days of sleeplessness. You are trying to, at a place what does not exist. The problem you want to solve does not exist, because you're solving something with the past strategy, with the past tactic, something that does not exist, something that outlived its time. You're not relevant anymore. So in chasing money, chase our problem to solve. Instead of chasing people, chase issues. Instead of preaching on people, try to find the correct lethargy. Instead of take down people, try to understand the salient verbiage for the now, that you can be relevant. Instead of trying to take away, see how much you can give, so you can give where is the rightful place to give, so you can put the right plaster on the right sore. Your application can be at the right time and the right moment. So you don't have to wait 10 years chasing what you can do in 10 minutes. Trying to protect what will not get you anywhere. You are your brand. You cannot protect your brand. You are your brand. Trying to protect what will not give you what you can solve. You are a problem solver. When you start solving problems, money start running after you. Conferences start coming your way. You can be the MC of those conferences. You can have your conference and it's gonna be sold out. There will be no seat because people are coming for you to solve their problems. Come on, your thumb is on the scale, your hands is on the pulse. Oh, when you start loving people that tell you I love you, but you start showing them that you love them. You start valuing people that tell you I value, but you start sharing their platform. You start sharing their content. You start calling, not texting. You call them and just say, brother, I love you. I want to laugh with you. And that your value start to grow. People start attracting you and so on, and your job because you're solving problems. Everybody want to be where Jesus is. It start growing astronomical because this man did not recuse himself. Oh, I'm among rummies. I'm among drunkards. So I ain't turning water into wine. I'm gonna forgive him a bottom of ball and going home. Give him a bag, mom. You're gonna meet me home. He turned the water into wine. The woman at the well. Give me 20 more minutes of your time. You know what is it to take your time to go cross country to meet a whore, to meet a prostitute, to meet a village bicycle, to meet a 7-Eleven? Let me come to your vernacular tonight, man, because I want to speak to the power of one. If it's one person, it worth my time tonight. A whore is somebody where everybody gets a little slice of the party cake or the vagina, or what we deem a sexual activity. Or let me come into your acuteness where you have your horizontal desert. And Jesus, the Son of Man, she is not a woman of the cloth, meaning she's not in the pulpit or the dictum place. She's not a congregant. She's not in the office of the land like a councilwoman. She's not the attorney general. She's not the owner of a Fortune 500 company. Her work is to open her legs. And not only to her husband, because she has none. Not only to single man, but she opened her legs to whosoever will may come. Jesus could afford going to such a woman. And today we are choosing what kind of woman we are going to. Woman who have a 10-bedroom house. Woman who have 4 bank accounts who roll in a Bentley. Woman who roll in a Rolls Royce or a BMW. Woman who wearing fine linens and robes and chains. Who will be called by all the titles and so forth. Oh, there are plaques all over the wall. This woman have none of the construct. But Jesus wants to solve problems. So he said, I must go through to Samaria. I am going to solve this woman problem. And in solving this woman problem, my value is going to go up. And Jesus went to the well. As a matter of fact, he sent the detractors away. He said, go to the store. Go and buy whatever you want. Red Bull, Monster, wherever you want. Orange juice, wherever you want. You want salmon, wherever you want. You want patties, you want cocoa bread, you want jerk chicken, whatever you want. You go to the store because you're going to be a detractor. So you got to be careful of detractors in your life. It's good to roll with those with titles, with chain and robe and all the titles and the Bentleys and the money in the bank and all the accolades. Sometimes they are detractors. So Jesus sent the detractors away. I am going alone. You see, sometimes you roll with detractors. They're thinking if it were to talk, hey, let's go away, man. You know the woman, but don't waste your time talking to she. That's me partner sliced up. Me brother sliced up. Me uncle sliced up. I sliced a couple years ago. Who you talking to she? You know you use Jesus. So Jesus sent the detractors away because as Jesus, my value have to go up. I have 3 years of ministry. And I got to meet multitude. 120 is not enough. 5,000 is not enough. So I am going. Detractors, you guys go away. Detractors say, oh, you have to be with the people of the cloth. You have to speak this way. You have to speak that way. You have to dress this way. You have to, and the detracting from accomplishing what you need to do is not how long you live. It's how effective you live. It's not what to say. It's how effective what to saying that you can be effective to affect change. So Jesus wanted to be fair because their detractors come, they would have talked about moon and star, and they would have talked about gold and that. Jesus talking about water. God is water this lady accustomed to. In their vernacular, I guess, y'all put the water on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Guyana, I'm from the country. I might put this water upon you, you go see ning ning. And so Jesus meet her at a vernacular. But what is important to him is his value have to go up. Do not be careful of the detractors. Detractors evaluate who you should talk to. Who should be in your circle. Always attach yourself to givers. Always attach to people who are really nice and living nice. Look down upon the people who are not capable in your eyes. But those are the people that your value is going to go up. People ask me, why you go to Guyana and you chill in Bamba Mali? I like the Edo leaf cook up in Bamba Mali. I go and I chill. I don't have money. But I just give them $5 US and I treat them like royalty. And I don't go, I went, I came and I took. There's place to that in the Dictum place. What's up, banner? Come let me talk. I want to meet you where my value can go up. Sometimes you only can roll with their steaks and ham and cutlery and swelling words. I can do all of that. But I want to be effective. So Jesus knows value have to go up. He have to be effective. So he say, I'm going to marrow, dog. That knot of the cloth. I'm going to this home, man. I'm going to this prostitute, yo. Yeah, I'm going to this chick, man. I'm going to this chick who nobody wants in the daytime. She only good for the nighttime. But I roll with she the daytime. Guess what? This woman called the largest crowd. From that meeting and that encounter, Jesus' value went up. That he spoke to multitude. From that, every documentation you're hearing now about multitude, and not from a favorable woman, but his value went up in an unfavorable situation. Look, in the unfavorables, that is where your situation going to go up. That's why Jesus documented that. You know what? Foxes have hole, birds have nests. The Son of Man have nowhere to rest his head. When I come to you, you was hungry, you didn't feed me. Because Jesus ain't come with linen and them kind of fancy stuff. He didn't get a hotel, that the biggest hotel that he born. So they could not have received him. He ain't born in no guest house. He ain't born in no palace. In a manger. He didn't have no knitting and crochet. And all of those things. The best tailor seamstress did not prepare for him. He did not know gender reveal. He didn't have none of that. So when he was hungry, they didn't feed him. When he was naked, they didn't clothe him. Because Jesus wasn't the regular boy. Jesus wasn't the big deal. So he went to identify for his value to go up from a low place. I want you to be effective tonight in whatever you do from that place that your value will go up. I want your life must be lived. A life that is effective and not a life that is only long. I want your life to be inclusionary and not a life that is momentary, but you are exclusive. Not a life of existence, but want a life that is well lived. I want you to understand tonight that when you take such an approach in that construct, that you live a life that your value will go up. So tonight, in about to conclude in the next 10 minutes, that I don't want to meet you right where I left you. I don't want to meet you right where I left you. I don't want to meet you right where I left you. I meet you broken. I meet you downtrodden. I meet you crying. I meet you with no value. I meet you with no worth. I meet you with rags. I meet you visionless. I meet you with no articulation. I meet you with nothing. I don't want to meet you right where I left you, that deems me to be a failure. People can deal with you and happy to deal with you right where they meet you. I don't want to meet you right where I left you. That tells me I am not grown in value. And I want my value to grow astronomical. That's why I'm on this crusade of taking action. That's why I'm on this crusade of taking action. That's why I'm on this crusade in the theme for 2024. Because I want your value to grow. In this salient point, that you will grow in your value. As I grow, you should grow. I don't want you to meet me right where you left me. All my ardent supporter from day one, we're about in this year 2024, rolling 9 years deep, will tell you that my growth is evidential. My growth is evidence. My language has changed. My critical thinking has changed. My construct has changed. I become more resilient. I grow more coherence. I have more testicular fortitude. I become more resilient. I have grown in demand. I've grown because I begin to solve more problems. And I'm looking for more problems to solve. Not in avoidance, but in confronting. And here to let you know, confront your issues, that your value will grow. Confront those who go into the obeah man and the witches and the wizards. Those are planting things in your yard and in your office. Those are planting things in your pathway. I'm not telling you that you got to be obnoxious to people. But I'm telling you, just put a little olive oil in the palm of your hand. I'm telling you about get the olive oil bath. But in the morning, put the olive oil in the palm of your hand, walk your office, and plead the blood. Anything that is here to hinder me, I'm taking action. I ain't got to pray for everybody know that you're Christian. You don't have to pray for everybody here that you're taking action. But just walk your office and say, I'm taking action. Everything that done that I would not grow astronomical in my value, I'm taking authority. Everything that hindered me from my promotion, I'm taking authority. Walk your yard. When I'm sleeping, whatever has been thrown in my yard, that I cannot extend my house, I cannot enjoy peace in my home. I want you to, this is the year of taking action. Oh, glory to God. If you have a passport and not being stamped, put your hand on your passport and say, this is the year in taking action. I'm going to travel. I'm going to travel to Jamaica. I'm going to travel to Barbados. I'm going to travel to Trinidad. I'm going to travel to St. Kitts. I'm going to travel to Botswana. I'm going to travel to Turk and Caicos. Come on, somebody. I'm going to travel to Dubai. I'm going to travel to, oh my God, Africa. I'm traveling to India. You're about to take action. Oh yes, put your hands upon your bank account and say, this year I'm going to save $1,000. This is the year of taking action. This is the year all the detractors going to fall off my life. All those who are there planted to misunderstood me, I'm going to make sure that I will not take take my time over those that are causing me, more harm than good. I want to be those who are in keeping in the construction crew, those who have my trajectory at heart and at mind. I will not focus on the detractors, those who are causing me meltdown, those are causing me stress. Oh yes, those are causing me pain. Oh yes, no focus on the detractors. I am taking action tonight. I'm taking action over those who are protecting their brand, that they cannot share my program on their platform. They cannot share my share, but they want me to share them. Those are making demands on me and I cannot make demands on them. This is the year you have to take action. These are the year I'm not focusing on the selfish. I'm not focusing on the selfish. I'm so focusing on let's get. Selfish is only in the me, myself, and I. It's all about the me, me, me. I'm not focused on the me, me. I'm focusing on the us. This year of taking action is a serious thing in this team. You're going to hear it in multiplicity of time for multiplicity of purpose. As a matter of fact, in the opening of Together We Rise Ministry, you're going to hear in the opening about taking action. You're going to go across the seas of 2024. Because I want your value to grow. I don't want to meet you right where I left you. My friends in Guyana, I don't want to meet you right where I left you, man. My friends all over the world, I don't want to meet you right where I left you. I want us to grow together. I want us to evolve together. I want us to matriculate together. I want us to be coming together. Oh, yes, I want us to get off the starting order. Oh, yes, I want us to just get momentum. I want us to take those baby steps. It's no longer 100 miles. Oh, yes, we're taking the solitary steps together. Yeah. We are increasing our capacity. We are looking for problems. To solve tonight. We are problem solving people. The prodigal son said, I'm going back to my father's house to help my father solve problems. The father received his son because the son is coming back to solve problems with him. Because you've never been into places his son went, and his son can help him in solving problems. While people is coming to help us to solve problems, we are taking compliment that come to compliment us, that they're coming to compete with us. It's like years ago, there was a crusade, and they're praying for this guy who was possessed. The demons left this young man, and they're asking the young man his name, but the young man is telling the right name, and they still casting out the demon with his name. The problem is already solved, but we're still fighting the problems. The problem is already solved frontally, and we're still fighting the problem. I don't want to be a place we cast out demons all the time. I'm not being called to cast out demons all my life. When he said the beast upon a thousand hill belongs to me. He said the heart of the Lord and the fullness thereof. I wish above all things that you prosper, your soul prosper. I want to solve problem. Money must not run after me. I mustn't come asking for money. I must sought after that, come and begging you for sought after me. I want you to call me instead of trying to call you. I want to find a manager that will manage me because where I want to go, the expertise that I going to look for. I want a manager to call me. As I said, there's a testimony in the month. I will have since in December for my testimony in the month of action. Let our value grow astronomical as we take action. SGG, I love you. I wish you can feel the heartbeat, how much I love you. I wish you could see my QRST wave of my heart. I wish you can hear the pulse as it's beat within me. How much I love and I care for you. I want your value to grow. I don't want to meet you, I left you. Where you don't want to sleep at night, you're so stressed. You're so broken. You're so isolated, put yourself in isolation. You're still fighting unresolved issues. You still don't know a complimenter from a competitor. You're still selfish. I don't want to meet you in that state where I left you. You're still solving something that does not exist because you're solving in yesteryear methodology. Jesus said, knowledge will increase in the last days. You shall grow in wisdom and you will grow in stature. Physical stature, spiritual stature. I want you to grow. Anything that does not grow is stagnant. Stagnant water smells, stink. I have unwanted creatures growing in that stagnant water. When you're stagnant, all kinds of things happen. I want you to grow. Find that trusted environment. Find that trusted friend that will grow with you. I'm closing on this note. I was called to reject myself from a person, from one of a very, very close friend. And this close friend has offered to help me many times. I ain't calling him because the friend probably listening. To help me financially, some other helps and so on. But my spirit never give me the taking to take. And that friend went through some unfavorable at the hand of this friend that is close to me. And because I take a spiritual executive position, that friend revealed what I've never seen in all of my life. But because I believe in value, tonight that friend has evolved in no short order. And I've seen the value go and grow astronomical. Tonight, I want you to understand in this life, you will put some time in an unfavorable situation where you have to make executive decision with your real estate, your soul, where you want to see the value of someone. You are called to value and value in the integrity of what God is entrusting you, the soul of man, and not valuing in selfishness of one's self-aggrandizement and gain. Tonight, I want you to understand problems will come, whether you're rich or you're poor, you're tall or you're short, you're fat or you're fine, you're pretty or you're ugly, you're handsome or you're ugly, muscles and you're ripped, problems will come. Despite of your ethnicity, despite of your powers that will be, problems will arise. There is no situation that is common to man that God did not face, but yet there was a way of escape. He promised you not give you more than you can bear, but seek to solve problems individually, that you can solve problems collectively. You're placed where you're placed, not to avoid problems, but to confront them. In this year of taking action, I'm happy to present to you in this salient point as we go through 2024, in the 20th day of this new year, every one of us probably, and yet to come, lay hold to a testimony where we're taking action. The year of getting better, the year of getting greater, the year of not what was, but what is. We are in this together. Together we will. Together we can. Together we will bring it home. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And as you look on me tonight, you're seeing the first zero to hero palm of familiars. I should even say the first because the pendant and the chain was there, but the hat and the T-shirt is the first of the Conversation Zero to Hero. And it's uploaded on the Conversation Merchandise Craving. You go to the Conversation Merchandise Craving page and you're going to see highlighted in blue there, Learn. As you press on Learn, you're going to see all our Palm of Millions and so on. And you can go and purchase whatever you want. And so on. I don't want to go beyond your constraint. If you cannot buy now, whenever you can. But I just want you to support the merch and so forth. And I'm going to let you more time go by about the Conversation Zero to Hero TV merchandise that will enhance and so on as time go by and such like and so forth. And as I tell you, it's preparing for 2026. And I want to thank you. And you can go to all the platform and have Floor, the author, the singer, the actor, and the worship leader, and all of the likes. This is one of her book, Believing Bigger. I think I can give you another chapter and then we close. Would you mind giving me that opportunity as I promote this book? Tomorrow night, we're going to deal with the 40 stress from Dr. Nelson. And it's better when you have hard copy. You can actually able to make it a part of your podcast in where you can. So the second paragraph, in each session of life, we encounter unique landscape, both external and internal, just as Joseph journeyed from the pit to the palace. You see, that's why tonight when we're talking, we talk about the synergy of taking action. Yes, from the palace to the pit, from the pit to the palace. And the Israelites wandered through the desert before reaching the promised land. We too find ourselves on diverse paths. Some seasons are characterized by sunny days and clear skies, where our paths seem effortless, illuminated by the radiance of success and joy. Other times, we find ourselves navigating through shadows of adversity, where storms and doubt and uncertainty cast a temporary veil over our aspiration. So you can go and have yourself believing bigger as the conversation platform endorses this book. Have a blessed, productive night. Compete with no one else than yourself. God bless you.